Hey guys, it's Ted with OAXRAY, and today we're going to talk about how you can start your Amazon business with just $100. So I was at a meeting today and someone asked me how they can start an Amazon business with very little amount of money. They had $100 to $200 that they could spend, and they were just wondering, how do you get started with a very little amount of money, scale it, grow it up to a bigger amount, something that they can actually make a living off of. And I told them it's not easy, but you can do this by starting how I started, which was with used books. And I'm going to show you how to get started real quick and just kind of what I did when I get started with used books. So first thing, you don't need any equipment really to get started nowadays. We have our cell phones, and we didn't have before, but we have the Amazon app. So it's pretty easy today to just flip on your Amazon app and scan a few books. And if you check out my video and you have at least $20 to spend on equipment, you can get yourself a little scanner like this for $15-20 for the whole package, and plug it into your phone and scan books if you need to there. But they were just kind of overwhelmed, and they're like, so how do I get started? So starting is pretty simple. Get yourself an Amazon account, log into the account, make sure you're able to sell on Amazon. That's step one. Step two is going to involve you doing a little bit of work. I would start with Google, and I would just type in libraries. Libraries near me, that's fine. And just in my area, the libraries around me, most of them sell books. So just in my area, there are about 12 different libraries, most of them selling books. I walk in and I ask if they have any books for sale, or I can call ahead. Most of them have times here. Call ahead, and I essentially build myself a route every day. So just in my city right here, there's about a 10-mile radius. I could probably hit all these libraries in a day or so. Leave my house, go from one to the other, and that's it. You find yourself a scanner, a cheap one if you can get one, and they're $15 on Amazon, and you start going to libraries, and you also type in thrift stores. You do these two searches, and we see that there's about 20 thrift stores in my area. We put them on a map so that both of them display both the thrift stores and the libraries. You can call them in advance if you want, figure out what times they're open till, and you just go from place to place, 8 hours a day, 12 hours a day, as much as you can, and find as many profitable books as you can. So here's an example item of something that I found previously before for $1 at a CHKD. It's this Math Essentials book. For $1, if you send this in FBA, you can sell it for $14.88. And if I use my fee calculator here, I don't know if it'll work on this page. Let's see. Might have to go back one page. I think we have to go on the first page. Fee calculator. Plug in an item. 14.86. It's going to cost about 25 cents to ship in. I love books. You can fit a lot of them in a box, so it's pretty cheap to ship into Amazon. And our cost is $1. We're going to make $8.44 if we sell this book. So if this person goes out and can do this 100 times, minus a little gas, minus a little, $20 for the scanner and things like that, they can have $844 off their initial 100. Now I know they're going to have to spend some money on gas, so we can subtract some money from that. But you can be a person who has $100 starting out And if you can find items with decent sales ranks that have sold in the past, that have a selling price of $10 or more, you can make $8 to $9 per book. You can ship in 100 books a week or 200 books a week, and you can get yourself from $100 to $800 or $1,000 within a couple months or a couple weeks. The faster you send things in, the more often you go out to find books. If you did this for 1 or 2 days, you should be able to spend all of your 100. And if you're able to net $8 on each, you go from 100 to 800 pretty quickly. So this is actually kind of the basics of it. You still have to list the item. You still have to send it into FBA, so there are some costs there. But a person who is new, who is starting, who only has $100, who's looking for an easy way to kind of get into Amazon, get your foot in the door, and you have a little bit of money, what I would recommend is them start using FBA and selling used books. Now, you can, on the same token, you can sell an item here, and I can ship it myself. I think it was $10.99 and $3.99 or something closer, $10.80, something like that. If you don't want to do FBA, you can still send it merchant fulfilled, but you're gonna spend some money shipping this to the customer. So I recommend FBA only because it's easier to calculate the fee. So my FBA fees on this item are $1.84. I'm probably not going to get cheaper shipping than that from merchant fulfilled. So I would just send it FBA. But if you know anyone who says, hey, I want to get started on Amazon, this is the recommendation I would give them. Tell them to watch the video and really just get out there and get started. So figure out your map, figure out where all the stores are relative to you, and get started today. That's how easy it is to get in and get yourself started. You'll get yourself some feedback, which will help you get the buy box later. Used items don't have a buy box, so you do not have to worry about the buy box initially. I would send it FBA so you get all those FBA customers. Make sure you keep your sales rank relatively low. I'm going to say that everyone has a different sales rank criteria. That's why, it just kind of depends. You want to keep your sales rank low, very low initially, because you want to sell things as quickly as possible. So you might say 500,000 sales rank in books is my maximum right now. Then as you have more cash, you can buy books that maybe take a little longer to sell. But this is my recommendation. If you have $100 to $500, get started in books. It's just something where you're going to have to work at it. It's going to literally need to scan thousands of books, but it's sweat equity. You go out there, you work hard, you double your money, you triple your money, multiply it by 8-10 times in a few weeks, and then you go out there, you do it again, and eventually you're making more on Amazon than you are at your job, and then you can start making some decisions on what to do long term. Thank you guys very much. Have a great day, and make some money using OAXRAY.